The dolls I use, a lot of them actually come from the tip shops that we have here in Tasmania. Because I loved dolls when I was a kid, I just can see the potential in these dolls that have been discarded. That one's got no hands and they've both lost their feet.
Right.
$1 for both of them?
$1 for both?
Yeah, well, I don't think anyone's going to want that except me. Initially, this little doll project of mine, it was just a fun hobby that I wanted to see if anyone was interested. And I've just been overwhelmed with the responses from people. I did not expect them to go viral. I might try and do some orange gumboots. Yeah, I'm getting the paint.
For Sonia, she's a scientist, she's trained as a scientist, but she also is great at other things.
Ugu. It's ugu. You want to see the ugu? And this project all happened because I was given a redundancy from CSIRO. I'll try and get them the same, hopefully. And I came up with this idea of making under these fashion dolls. I'm going to take the makeup off this little dolly, take her whole face off, I mean. A lot of them are second-hand Bratz dolls. This is brand new nail polish remover. It was never my intention to make a particular statement about these dolls. Here's the fun bit. What Tree Change Dolls is all about, though, is giving some old toys a new lease on life and, yeah, a more down-to-earth, natural-looking style.
I thought it was great because it was about the recycling and the reusing, taking these things that people, they don't consider, they don't look at, and just is nice to them. She's just so nice.
I've tried to give her slightly hairy eyebrows. And I was a little bit embarrassed to be playing with dolls as a 34-year-old. It was mostly just when there was nobody else in the house. I was in the closet. This little doll has had the first part of her tree change.
When Sonia first showed me the dolls, they were just really lovely. They're just really lovely.
My mum makes the clothes. She is an expert knitter.
I'm knitting a jumper for this little dolly. I'm actually doing the back and just measuring it as I go. So far each one has been different. I haven't made any two exactly the same.
Combined with her mum's clothes, they were such a change. The dolls, when they're incredibly made up, they look like they're doing it for everyone else, where Sonia's dolls look like they're doing it for themselves. That's what a tree change is about.
And then John was always really encouraging me to put them out there, create a Tumblr, and so finally I did. Put up a little gallery of pictures that I'd taken in my garden, and I just shared it to my Facebook. I've just got about 200 friends, and then, yeah, over the next few days we were like, wow, what's happening? ABC newspaper in Spain on Facebook, 12,487 likes.
I thought she might get a couple of hundred followers, and then she thought she'd set up an Etsy store and, you know, a bit of pocket money. And no idea that this sort of thing could happen. Kind of started snowballing. I think when it really started going off was when somebody put it on Reddit.
I was surprised. I thought it was really nice how everyone was so interested and that they could share their interest.
She's accidentally sort of tapped into this debate around hypersexualisation of dolls and children's toys and marketing towards children, and there's been a big response.
Post-reach, 128,000.
I'm quicker to call myself a feminist than she is. I guess one of the things about the before and after shots that have really been shared around, that they really show what these dolls are and what they could be, and that's a choice by the toy manufacturers.
I like their eyes. You can still see sometimes the same shape of what they used to look like. It was kind of crazy with all the dark makeup and stuff and the giant lips. Probably nicer to play with them. You can kind of think they're the same age as you.
A lot of manufactured dollies don't really look like anybody. The children would like the ones that might look like someone they know.
This one kind of looks like my friend Maggie.
She likes to bounce on the trampoline and she likes to go camping.
I've had a lot of comments from people saying, these are the kind of dolls I want my children to play with.
And the baby was running off and eating all the tomatoes. Thank you very much. My daughter is a bit of a mischief monkey sometimes.
And also people just commenting and saying, oh, they look so much happier now.
Whee! This is fun.
I've just been overwhelmed with, can I order your dolls? And there was only 12 of them.
You want to stand? And now what do you want to do?
Run.
Run, ready, set, go. When you Google what happens when you go viral, it's all about how to go viral. There's nothing on what to do if it happens by accident.
What is my business plan? Well, I have to come up with a business plan.
We just have to work out how we keep the artistry and not let it get ruined by business. But then again, if, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Mattel knocked on the door, I don't know what we'd say.
You don't like those ones? You want to play with the other ones, with the new faces? Yeah. I'm not a doll manufacturer, I don't want to be. But if what I've done does influence some of the big toy companies out there and make them rethink the kind of dolls they're putting out on the market, I don't think that would be a bad thing at all. I'm hoping that my daughter, when she grows up, that she has as much fun as I had playing with dolls. It was just the best fun in the world. It's good to know that it's come to something, all that time I spent playing with dolls.
I can name it Elsa.
Elsa. Our name is Olivia.